everyone, welcome back to the video tutorial series of the web development. I am your instructor Varshata. Let's start our lecture. Topics to be covered in this lecture, that is PHP array. Basically there are three types of PHP array, okay, so which are indexed array, multidimensional array and associative array. Okay, so in this lecture we will cover how to create indexed array and how to traverse using the indexed array, and this also we have seen in the last lecture when we have seen the looping. Okay, so in for each loop we have seen the basic concept about the array. Now we will see in detail, and we will cover how to create associative array, and remaining topic we will cover in the next lecture. Now let's start how to create the indexed array and which are the array and which are the types of the array. Okay, first of all, let's start with the PHP array. So array in PHP is a type of data structure that allow us to store the multiple elements of the similar type. As you know, why we are using the array? Because if we want to store the multiple elements of the same data type, then no need to create the same data types variable again and again. We just can use a single variable and we can store the multiple value in the index of that particular variable. So for example, suppose you want to display red color or any thing, suppose hello friends 5 times. So what you will do, you will take 5 string and you will display it just echo str1 echo str2 etc. But suppose the number is increased up to 100, then what will happen? Okay, so again you have to create 100 times variable and then you have to display it. So it will be very time consuming and it is very complicated. Okay, so here array is useful in such situation. An array is created using the array function in the PHP. Okay, so when we are going to create the array, so we have to use the array function. Like in C, we just write the opening square bracket and closing square vector square bracket after the identifier, then it will be considered as an array. But here we have to use the array function. Okay, now PHP array is an ordered map, contains the value on the basis of key. Okay, ordered map, that means whenever you are going to define the array, it will consider the ordered map, that means index, it will consider the index starting from the 0. It is used to hold the multiple values of the similar type in a single variable. Okay, and now what are the advantage of using the array? It required the less code, as I given the example of 5 times and 100 times, and it is easy to traverse. Okay, suppose you have declared 100 variables, then every time you have to write 100 echo statement to print that variable. But traversing with array is also easy. Now, which are the types of array? Basically, there are three types of array, which are indexed or numeric array. That means an array with a numeric index where values are stored linearly. Okay, so whenever array is created, it will assign one index to each and every element that is stored in array. So that is what a numeric and index starting from the 0. Now next is associative array. An array with a string index where instead of linear storage, each value can be assigned a specific key. That means you have to assign a key for a particular variable or for a particular element. So that is what associative array. That means here no any numerical index is there, but you have to provide some specific key, some specific index to that particular element. Now next is multi-dimensional array. An array which contains the single or multiple array within it and can be accessed via multiple indexes. Okay, you have, I think you all of you are familiar about the multidimensional array, as you have done the matrix multiplication, matrix program in C, etc. languages. Okay, so same way we can create here the multidimensional array. Now let's see one by one. First is indexed or numeric array. Okay, it is also known as indexed array, or it is also known as numeric array. Now, this type of array can be used to store any type of elements, but an index is always a number. Okay, you can store any type of element, whether it is a string, whether it is an integer, whether it is a character, or whether it is a floating double, etc. But index will be only a number that is starting from the 0. By default, the index starts at the 0. This array can be created in two different ways. Now, which are these way? Let's see. Okay, so here in this program, you can see there are two ways to creating the array. So here you can see one way to create an index array that we have seen in the last lecture in a for each loop. So here, first of all, you have to create the variable name as the same as you are creating the simple variable. So dollar $name1 is equal to array. Here you have to use the array function. So until and unless you will use the array you will not use the array function, it will not declare it as an array. That means compulsory you have to use this array function. So array in which you have to define this element. Okay, if it is an integer, you can define just 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. If it is a string, then you can define like this way. Okay, and at last you have to put the semicolon. Now, how to access the array element directly? You can use the index. You can use it index. So here WD is at the 0 position, Java is at the first position, DS is data science is at the second position, and CN is at the third position. So you can use directly. So accessing the first array element directly. So dollar name 1 and the index is 2. So if 2 index is there, then it will print the DS. Here you can see in output DS is printed. Same way 0. So 0, that means WD will be printed. So here you can see WD is printed. Then next is what? Dollar name 3. So 3, that means CN. So CN is printed. Okay. Now second way to create an indexed array. How we can create? You can create like this way also. In a particular index, you can assign the variable direct. You can assign this value directly. So here dollar name 0 is equal to WD. And here after that dollar name 3 is equal to Java, also you can write directly. Then again you can write dollar name 1 is equal to DS and dollar name 2 is equal to CN. Like this way also you can create, or you can create it sequentially. Here we are assigning the element at a particular position, so it will consider the value at that particular position only. Here by default it will consider 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Got it? Now accessing the elements directly. So here again the same way that we are using over here, same way we can use over here to print the value directly. So here you can see the same output, that is DS, WD and CN. Okay. Now next is what? How we can traverse using the element. So let's see. Traversing. So we can traverse an indexed array using the loops in the PHP. Okay, we can loop through the indexed array in two ways. Which two ways? You can use the for loop, or you can use the for each loop. Both the loop you can use for the traversing. Now here the array is created same as we have created in last slide. Dollar name is equal to array WD, Java, DS and CN. Now this example already we have seen in the last lecture. Echo looping using for each. Okay. Now for each dollar name 1 as a dollar val. Okay. So here echo dollar val. Now here it is what? Dollar name 1. So that is your variable name as dollar val. So here you are creating another variable that is going to traverse in this particular array. So here what you have to do? Echo dollar val br slash. So that means it will display it one by one directly. Okay, now let's see how to create a indexed array and how to traverse with this array. Okay, now let's create the array. Okay, so first of all, create the array. I am defining one variable. Array is equal to, you have to write the array function, then in which you have to write the array element. Suppose I am writing, got it? Now here you have to do the semicolon. Then what you have to write? Suppose I just want to print it. So how we are able to print the value? Echo dollar array. Okay, which index I want to print? Suppose I want to print the 4 value. Sorry, 4 is not there, 0, 1, 2 is there. So write 2. Okay, now before is just write echo array example. Now just see the output for this. So as I have created this file already and saved it in www folder. So now when you will start WAMP server, and after that when you will click on that localhost PHP practical, it will display the list of each and every practical that is available in that folder. So here our practical name is array.php. Click on this. Sorry, we have not saved it. Just let's see what is the, sorry. Our variable name is array. Okay. Save it and just refresh it. So array example ADA. Why? Because ADA is at the position second, 0, 1, 2. So it is at the position second. So it will display $array is equal to 2. Okay, got it? Now how to traverse with the array? So we can traverse with for each loop. Okay, so let's see how we can traverse. Now here for each, our array name is what? $array s. Here what you have to write? Dollar any variable name. Suppose I am writing dollar variable well. Now what you have to do in opening and closing bracket, here you have to print the array. So echo dollar well, here you can write br. Okay, so just save it and just refresh this page. So here you can see it is displaying Ada, WD and Java. Why it is displaying again WD, Java and Ada? Here we have displayed it as a, so here just close it and just execute this. Okay, just refresh this page. Got it? Array example WD, Java and Ada. Now you can use this br echo br. Okay, so it will give the all output in the new line. Just refresh it. Got it? So like this way you can traverse. Again, uh, you can also traverse the array using the for loop. Okay, so how we can traverse using the for loop? You have to define first of all total elements in array. So how you can define the total elements in array? For the total elements in array, you have to use the count function. Okay, so let's see here. Just print it echo using for just after that Just write down another variable dollar total element is equal to count dollar. Our array name is what? ARR array. So it will store, this function will store the total count in this. Now you know the exact loop iteration. So now you can use the for loop. So here you can use for dollar $n is equal to 0, dollar $n less than dollar total element, okay, and dollar $n plus plus. After that, you just have to display the element, that is echo dollar array of, sorry, you have to do the square bracket, echo dollar, okay, and after that you have to do the BR. Just semicolon it. Now execute this. Just save it and just refresh this page. So using for, you can see WD Java and Ada, again it is printing. This is using for each and this is using for loop. Now in front of this statement you can use again the BR, so it will print it in the next line. So like this way you can traverse in indexed array using the for each loop and using the for loop. Now let's see. Okay, so here we have seen using the for each loop and using the for loop. Now next is associative array. Okay, so here in indexed array we have to indexed array, it refers the index for each and every element. Now for the associative array, these types of array are similar to the indexed array, but instead of linear storage, every value can be assigned with a user defined key or string type, key of string type. So here we have the string type key and it is not linear. Okay, it is not linear like 0 1 2 3. It can be anything that is user defined. Again, there are two ways to create an associative array. First way is what? Here your array name $ages is equal to array function. Okay, in bracket you have to define this key Peter, and this is what? Associative sign, that is equal to, and this greater than sign, this is associative sign. That means this 22 value is associated with this key, this 32 value is associated with this key, that is Clark, and this 28 value is associated with this key, that is John. So this is the direct way of creating the associative array. And next way is what? You can use $ages in bracket Peter is equal to 22. So here Peter is a key and 22 is a value for this ages. So that means we can consider it it is an index. Suppose 0, suppose 1, suppose 2. Okay. So like this way, this is what? A index, but it is not linear. It is any user defined key. Okay, now let's see how to create associative array. So let's see. Okay, now let's continue. First of all, delete all this. Now just create associative array dollar my array is equal to, again you have to use the array function. In array function, suppose I am defining yellow, I am defining the object bottle, then after that define, sorry, green object, suppose I am writing it as a bag. and then suppose I am writing red ball. Okay, so like this way you can create the associative array. Now to display the value, just you print echo, your array name is what? My array, sorry, AR just written. Then in bracket you have to write the your key. Here a key is yellow. Done. Now here just semicolon and save this and refresh this page. Just see. Okay, there is a change in variable name. We have written my array okay, we don't have written dollar over here. That's why it is showing the error. Now just refresh this page. So it will show you the bottle. So like this way you can create the associative array and you can display the value in it. So summary of this lecture, we have learned about the PHP array, that is indexed array and associative array. Now how to traverse in associative array, that we will see in the next lecture, and also we will cover about the multi-dimensional array. Okay, so thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture with remaining type of the array and how to traverse with associative array. Okay, so thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.